Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to what is going to be a super quick video here on the channel. Milestone, the developers of the Supercross and the MXGP games, they've actually released some more gameplay for their upcoming game, Supercross 3. The game's coming out in February, so with that release date getting closer and closer and closer, we are starting to see more trailers, more gameplay, and get more information on the game, with this official gameplay video being one of those tidbits of new info. So the Milestone team, I will link the video down below, but if you head on over to their YouTube channel, this is basically where they upload all of the trailers for like every single one of their games. As you can see, there's like the track editor video and just a bunch of videos on here. But this video right here, this gem, Supercross 3 official gameplay. As you guys can see, it was posted 7 hours ago. The feedback isn't looking the best, so I figured why not make a video on it? Why not hop in and talk about it, showcase the gameplay. I think it's about 2.5 minutes, so I will let the gameplay kind of speak for itself. I'm going to be here chilling and kind of pointing out some things along the way. It's kind of crazy, like the feedback has been very, very mixed. It looks like a lot of people are hyped about the game and a lot of people are just like hating on it. I kind of want to stay pretty neutral, and what I was thinking is, in the comments, guys, leave one good thing about the game and one bad thing that they could maybe improve on for the game. That's kind of what I want to do, is maybe not focus on like the negative side of things and maybe not focus on like the positives. We should focus on the positives though, but why not have a balance? Constructive criticism is always good, and there's a lot to take in this trailer. So apparently the compound is a huge compound. It has a bunch of different tracks. If you guys remember back to when all of the information came out about the compound, it's actually supposed to be based off of, I forget what they call it, like the Supercross test area in California. There's like a bunch of tracks in a small little area where all the pro teams test. So it's kind of supposed to be based off of that. As we're like watching the gameplay here, you can see different Supercross tracks and stuff like that. So it is cool, and there's a lot to take in. A lot of information to take in. Now, we don't actually get to see a lot of Supercross track gameplay. This is pretty much the only time he touches a Supercross track, and we get a whip. The whip, you know what, let's just rewind it real quick. The whip actually looks, man, not bad. They're getting better. I can't deny that. They are getting better. Little whoop section here, and then it cuts, and we're back exploring the compound. I've always found that the compounds are fun, but I don't find myself like spending hours and hours and hours in the compound. This one looks like there's a lot to explore. We're like going through trails and stuff here, and I mean, I've almost been wondering, it's been on my mind if they're kind of heading towards like an enduro game or an enduro map or something along those lines. I know Resolute Kraken, he's been he's been on all of the moto developers about like enduro. Bring enduro to these games just to have more content, and maybe he's finally going to make that happen with this game. But that's it. For the most part, I think you guys can take it for what it is. Leave your thoughts down below. I do want to point out a few things just before I do head out here. We got backflips, which is, I mean, cool. I don't think that like makes or breaks the game for me, but backflips, so you can't complain about that. When you lean back off a jump, you're not just gonna like fall off the back of the bike anymore, I don't think. So that is good. Visually, the game looks amazing. I always feel like Milestone's games look really good. They are kind of on like the dull color scheme side of things, but they look really realistic and visually appealing. The physics, the bike physics look better. Not amazing, not perfect, but better. Minor improvements. The rider physics, man, I don't know, the rider looks huge, he looks wonky. If I'm being honest, his feet are off the pegs more than they're on the pegs looking at it, and I don't know how you could ride like that. I just think the rider model could use a little bit of work. So overall, I do think the game is looking good. I'm beyond excited for the launch. Of course, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get my hands on the game. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna put hours into it, and I know I'm gonna play it no matter how it actually is. If it's a good game, if it's a bad game, if it's liked, if it's hated, I'm gonna be playing it. I love Moto. I think my one complaint, and it's not even really a complaint, it's kind of expected since it is like the third game in the series. It looks very similar to even the MXGP GP games, but it looks similar to the previous Supercross games. And just with that being said, I don't see any like huge crazy improvements that make me go like, wow, this year this game is going to be a lot better. I kind of just sit here like, okay, it's another Supercross game, we're gonna get some more content. The physics are kind of tweaked like they do every year. They tweak them a little bit. So that's it, guys. I think all in all, the game actually looks fun. It looks like a Supercross game, and I have no major complaints. So with that being said, high hopes for February, guys. I'm gonna be pulling some backflips out here. Leave your thoughts below, guys. If you want, leave one good thing and then one piece of constructive criticism for the developers, so that if they actually do see this video, maybe they can improve on some things. I think overall the game looks good. Like I said, I'm excited for February and to see what the game actually has to offer. It's another Supercross game. Smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new. Peace.